hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. From Houston. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 38, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Amendola set to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. There on the stop was Tyson Campbell, first pick of the 2nd round back in April.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That's caught out wide by Cooks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Watson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all? And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jags have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. At the 26-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. Watson a give. This is Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Pass incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. He rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he is going to have a Jags first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the Texans' 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Lindsey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Lindsey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Well, it was a big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence going to kick this outside to Chenault. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On third down, Robinson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. Touchdown. Dan Arnold. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Lambeau on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Texans 7. Josh Lambeau making off 4.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 65 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he stopped immediately there. Ross Blacklock on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 44. 44.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson on 1st down. There again is Cooks, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay, coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Lawrence on third down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to the ground with Etienne. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So a nice throw there, and CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Robinson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Robinson again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up at the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
Again, it's Lindsey. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
42, Texans 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with ETN. And fights through one man. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On the slant, this is Chark. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown!
DJ Chark, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 49, Texans 35. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much.